And there is the first run of this morning. Just defended into the offside by Jaiswal. Opens his account, open India's account as well. And move on to one without loss. And
commentator's curse, because he starts with one. There's a bit of a loosener. It just sits up nicely, sticks in the pitch. Tongue has a look accusingly at the foot marks. I mean, that was short pulled. No need to run those. Too short.
There's the big appeal for LBW, and it's gone. Woakes has got the first one. Jaiswal's got to go. He stands with his hand on his hip in disappointment in reaction to the decision there. Oh, and it's gone down. A genuine edge, and it's flown through 2-second slip. It's been pushed really down to the deep third boundary, and it's 4 to finish.
Strong tall action. That's not the line of length he wants to bowl, but it's a nice shot from Eswaran. Edge behind England, think. No movement from the man that matters, David Milnes, though. His back of a length.
He's in, and Chris Woakes is bowling again. He does get another LBW appeal, this one a bit high. But Chris Woakes is on the money, and I don't think any of these Indian batters are going to have a harder challenge.
Come through for a single. It'll be tight. Direct hit from square leg Jordan Cox. I think KL Rahul was relatively comfortably home. It was a brilliant bit of fielding, because we just saw that ball was bobbling along. Driven. Nice shot. No need to run those. Over pitch slightly from George Hill. Perfect balance from KL Rahul.
It's short of a length and pulled away by KL Rahul. Beats the fielder down by the supporters club here at Northamptonshire and picks up Woakes over. That one driven up over the offside by Karen there. A couple of bounces down to the boundary at deep backward square. Continues from the Lynn Wilson centre end. Gets the outside edge of Karen Nair, and it's played with soft hands, and it's guided past Emilio Gay at third slip. And there's going to be another 4 down towards that vacant deep third boundary.
Driven. Lovely shot. Gets that one wrong, Josh Tongue. There was nothing wrong with KL. Big shout for LBW. Chris Woakes likes it, and that outside edge has cost Woakes 4, but almost immediately he's had the final word. He picks up Karen Nair, that one that just pitches.
That's a short wide one, and Jarrell's not going to miss out on that. That's 4 through the offside. It's a long boundary out there, but there was no way that wasn't going to make the boundary rope.
Left, they spread wide. Starts off the back foot. KL Rahul. And I think that will bring up his half-century. It won't quite reach the boundary. It's chased down by Farhan Ahmad at backward point. KL Rahul to 50. He landed on Tuesday. And by, I don't even know what day it is today. I've got a young baby, forgive me. Friday, is it? It's yes.
Just ticked along, didn't it? And that's going to be 10 boundaries, as it's a square drive by KL Rahul. Races through the offside.
Big shot. And a couple of balls to have a look at it. KL Rahul. That one, a little dance down the wicket. It's going to show the young man. Oh, genuine outside edge, a little bit of turn. Goes wide of Ben McKinney, blindsided.
He's going to bowl to KL Rahul, and that's going to be powerfully cut away. Wow, that's incredibly well timed through point. There is a fielder out there on the boundary. That one width on offer. Guided all the way down. I think that's gone for 6 actually, down towards the Spencer Lounge here at the county ground. He respond as he has been able to do through his career, and he goes shorter. And that one off the back foot pulled through mid-wicket, and will be back-to-back boundaries.
Jarrell 50, the second man to reach a half-century for India A in this innings, the other being the man at the other end. KL Rahul has got 95. Jarrell 50 from 66 balls.
And they take it on this time, and those that have made their way into the ground cheer as KL Rahul runs it down to deep third for a single and brings up yet another 100 in what's been a fantastic career, and salutes the dressing room and salutes those India supporters that are here in force. One again down the leg side. Finer this time. We'll have a look and see what the umpire signals, but it's gone very, very fine, and it's going to run all the way up to 4. Up to the boundary for 4. It's going to come off the bat as well. Josh Tong and Eddie Jack could be something.
Oh, got him. He's bowled him. They have the breakthrough. They found that little bit of magic. There is. Hill continuing, having picked up that wicket, just back of a length. Cut away. He's going to run away for 4, despite the valiant chases of both Farhan Ahmad and Eddie Jack. Okay. Edged and gone. That is the end of the innings for KL Rahul. What a brilliant one it's been, but what a lovely moment for George Hill, who's got 2 wickets in the space of 2 overs, if we get all these overs.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Shardul Thacker. Off the back foot, created the room through the offside, firing off in different directions. That's a cracking shot by Nitesh Reddy. Just stands there and admires it through the offside. It's over pitch. There's width on offer from Farhan Ahmed, who stands with his hands on his knees.
Bang. Over pitched. He was searching for that Yorker again. It's again like a hockey shot almost.
He was picked up beautifully, wasn't it? There's an appeal for LBW. A slog sweep from Shardul. He's been given LBW. Stands with a single teapot. Can't believe it.
Here's Haynes driven. Oh, and it's just gone wide of Max Holden at short cover.
The leg, short leg. There is a reverse sweep. That's beautifully played by Nitesh Kumar Reddy. Down to deep third for 4. Down the grounds, up and over the offside. It's going to be Chris Woakes will travel down to the long off boundary and underarm it back in, but there's 2 boundaries now in this over.
Oh, and he's bowled him. Tom Haynes has a wicket for the England Lions. He's bowled ready with that one that just moves back to the right hand. There's 2 kinds of leaves. A good leaf. What's going on? What are we doing? It feels like that might well be the close of play. 3 minutes to 7. England fielders are wandering off. Relatively pleased with their day's work. India A will resume tomorrow morning, assuming that is the close. I cannot see them coming back now. 319 for 7.
Had a strong slip cordon throughout the course of the innings so far. 83 overs have been bowled. There was 7 left in the day's play yesterday. We had a couple of rain delays. It got to a stage that England wanted that second new ball, which will have been taken. That's a cracking shot. There's no worries about the outfield on that one. Driven square of the wicket beautifully by Tanush Koshian. Down as, but I think with a batting average of 42, as that one's flayed away through the gully for another 4. Gone. He has got his first one. He's gone straight through Tanush Koshian, who looked brilliant this morning. He only faced 6 balls. Tong gets his first. The new ball, the second new ball, strikes for the Lions. And there's an appeal for LBW and given. Anshaw almost walked on that one, I think, as was the certainty to his demise here on day 2 at the county grounds. This on show for the Lions has just been attempted to be reverse paddled by. It was a chance at the non-striker's end if Tong can pick it up. He can, and he's gone. Confusion between Khalil Ahmed and Deshpande. They shook hands at the striker's end. Josh Tong fields it off his own bowling, underarms it back to the stumps, middle stump out of the ground, and the umpire raises the finger, and a run out brings about a good season as well. That's a beautiful shot. Stroked through the offside, through the covers by Ben McKinney.
That's caught behind, no harm done with a drop, and Anshul Kambodge gets one to move away, and it takes the edge of Ben McKinney's bat, and Dhruv Jurel makes a chance that was dying on him there.
Tom Haynes.
Wide and flash to the boundary, and that's Desmond Haynes.
And striker's end, Emilio Gay. That one guided through the offside, beautifully timed by Tom Haynes. It's going to run through the cover point region, and I believe that's going to win the race, and Haynes picks up another 4. 2 slips still in place. That's a beautiful shot by Tom Haynes. Back-to-back boundaries, over pitch from Deshpande. And the on drive, hold the pose as Tom Haynes trots after it. That's 52 for 1. Tickled down the leg side. I think that's going to run away for 4. All eyes on the umpire. It's come off the bat of Tom Haynes. No. Very lucky to spend as much time in cricket as we do.
Without a doubt, that's cut. That's going to be 4 runs. Emilio Gay just helps it on its way, opens the face, gets something on it.
We thought yesterday it was the rain shower that caused the calming down of the delivery, and that is beautifully timed through square leg by Tom Haynes.
It's worked off the legs by Emilio Gay. Could get 4 runs there. Oh no, it's great work. He's going to get 4 run. All run. As Haynes, cool, he had to be quick there. As the ball came into Jarrell, who had a shy at the non-striker's end. As Deshpande strays onto Haynes' legs. And a feature of his batting at Canterbury and here today. That's wide. Haynes climbs into a cover drive. And that's 4 more onto his total. And that's a thick outside edge. Moral victory to Deshpande, but it's going to give Tom Haynes his 50. 53 off exactly 80 balls. Can he go on, double it, and go big like he did last week in Canterbury?
It's been stylish, hasn't it, for Tom Haynes? 53 off 80. Goes with his 171 that he scored last weekend. You'd say, at the moment, there's not been a great deal of assistance for these Indian seamers, so
no,
you certainly wouldn't bet against the quality of Tom Haynes to keep going here at an average of 39.5, as that is beautifully Calypso-esque flicked off the legs. Certainly was. He was.
Oh, that's a good delivery, and Haynes has to go. That's got a little bit of extra bounce, away movement, and Haynes has to depart back to the shed for 54.
That's an edge, and it's flown through the vacant 4th slip. That was a diving fielder there at 3rd, just couldn't quite get across to it. Cox gets his first boundary of his innings, by the sounds of it.
That's a thick outside edge, going to run away for 4 runs down towards the dressing room. Harry
with Emilio Gay on strike. And that's a shorter ball, and it's guided beautifully through that vacant gully region. Emilio Gay will just pull up there as that ball bounces over the boundary rope. 3 so far. And it will end up going for possibly 7 as the ball runs up towards. It does go for 7. Overpitched by Reddy, climbed into by Jordan Cox.
Oh, that's well bowled. He's asking for the LBWs. Bit of a celeb appeal going on there from Kotian. He's perfectly entitled to shout, though. It's a decent shout. There's 4. That's a lovely way to get to your 50. Emilio Gay, 88 balls. Oh, Emilio Gay, that is absolutely class.
Down there, and that's going to streak away through the offside, a thick outside edge of Jordan Cox. He's had a couple of those in this innings of 23 now, and it's Jordan Cox keeps the strike. He's on 25, and that's stylishly driven through the offside by Cox. He's leant on it up towards the players' suites here at the county grounds.
Big appeal for LBW, and he's given. Emilio Gay goes. That looked like it was angling down, but Emilio Gay has to depart for a well-made 71, and Kotian strikes. England 192 for 3.
90 left in the day. England Lions trail by 125.
The man that was called into that Zimbabwe test squad, and that's gone this time. That is a beauty from Khalil Ahmed. James Rue quizzically stares back at the surface there because he's been served up an absolute brute of a delivery. New batter is George Hill for the Lions, and he's gone straight through him. Khalil Ahmed, there's a big celebration, arms outstretched. He's beaten the defences of Yorkshire's all-rounder, and all of a sudden, England are 6 down. Khalil Ahmed's on a hat-trick. Jarrell's got plenty of dismissals so far in the innings. That one, a much flashier drive. There's a massive appeal for caught behind, and it's given eventually. Chris Woakes did stand, and the finger was raised.
Oh, and he's bowled him. Max Holden maybe is frustrated. Who knows? He'll be frustrated now, though. That one's nipped back in. Hit middle stump, which just been pushed backwards. And Tushar Deshpande. Pressure tells. He has his second wicket of the innings. Max Holden has to go for 7 England Lions. 243 for 8. He's on strike. Right-hander. Edged that one. Oh, and it's gone in the gap, almost between Karan Nair and Dhruv Jarrell. It was quite close to Nair.
Flapping in the wind there.
Edge, and this time it is taken. He survived a couple of overs ago, an outside edge to KL Rahul. He was diving away to his right on that occasion.
Not just popular, one of the most decorated, and what a shot that is by Eddie Jack to get off the mark. Just leans on that and punches him through point for 4.
Oh, it's another beautiful shot from Eddie Jack. Just leans into that. It's all about the timing.
Here at the county ground in Northampton. And that's pushed down the ground. Beautifully played down the ground, Josh Tong. The straight drive. There's hands on hips for the Indian A fielders. And that's as good of a shot as you're going to see all day from the Lions number 10, who moves to 30. Nicely played. Off the hip. Eddie Jack turns and admires it race down to the boundary here in front of us at the Lynn Wilson centre end at fine leg. 3 slips in place as Anshul completes the over, and it has worked this time for India A. It's gone through the defence of Eddie Jack, and finally that England Lions first innings has been wrapped up.
Lovely shot. Completely deliberate that from Jaiswal. Opens the face. There's a big gap between that third slip and backward point.
And Jaiswal on strike. And that is gone. George Hill tickles the outside edge of Yashasvi Jaiswal. Good take by James Rue. Good celebration. And England have an early breakthrough. It's 11 for 1.
Oh, that's beautiful. I've looked at that and gone, yeah, okay. I really like that from KL Rahul. We talked about it a bit earlier in the context of Josh Tongue and that on drive. Well, KL Rahul.
With Aishwaryan on strike. He can't. He offers width, he offers length, and it's casually cut away through the offside by the India A skipper. Oh, and that's gone down. That was potentially the start to that symphony for Josh Tong, and it's gone straight through Tom Haynes at second slip.
Nice round pulls. That's a lovely shot. We saw KL Rahul pull Josh Tongue well in front of square.
Through to the slip cordon. Wow. That has flown past Emilio Gay at gully. KL Rahul has just given himself a bit of room, and he's left the bat there. And Josh Tong's almost bowled onto the middle of KL Rahul's bat, and it's flown down through the offside for 4.
Yes, matches over a 2-year cycle, right? As Hill was in. Rahul was on the back foot. And punching it away to the boundary. All about timing then. George Hill looks away. That one races away to the backward point boundary. Rahul moves into the 30s. 116 in the first innings. 33 from 44 here. Cut away. That's a nice shot from KL Rahul. How many times have we said that over the course of the last couple of days? Just floated up a little bit wider. Didn't turn at all.
I wonder if there will be that setup of a run chase between the two sides. That cut away. What a shot that was. You don't need me to tell you how good of a shot that was. You can just listen to the crowd applauding a fantastic half century for KL Rahul. All the time in the world to play that. The second of the match, 51 off 61 for KL Rahul as he prepares for the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy later this summer. KL Rahul working hard here for India A. That is pulled up in the air, beaten for pace by Eddie Jack, and it's gone. It's got him on the splice of the bat. A good catch by Josh Tong at mid-on, as he would have waited and watched that float towards him. Had an age to catch it.
Swept. Was in the air for a while, behind square. Races away for 4.
First slip gully, leg gully. It's pulled away. It's straight to Tom Haines, and this one has gone through the Sussex opener. And that will bring up the 50 for India A skipper Abhi Manu Aiswaran. Gets his second 50 of the tour. It was 68 down in Canterbury in the second innings, and he moves to 51 not out. Anybody in particular? Woakes gets the edge, gets the wicket of Karanaya. Good catch, smart catch by Tom Haines at second slip. And the drinks break brings about a wicket to attempt to chase down here.
That's a lovely shot. Swept. Pulled from outside off stump all the way along the ground. That is the shot of a man who is feeling increasingly confident.
He's on 80. A couple of fielders patrolling the boundary as well. And it's gone. It's a good low catch by Ben McKinney. And a celebration, a big celebration for Chris Woakes there to get the wicket of India A's captain. And India A are 4 down. 160 for 4. And Aiswaran has to go for what I must say is a brilliantly made 80.
This is not better light than when they went off previously. And that is as good as it has been since they came back out.
I would completely and utterly agree with you. But it's irrelevant, really. Stumps have been called on day 3 here at the county ground in Northampton. The score, close of play, day 3, 164 for 3. The wickets of Aiswaran for 80 and Karanaya falling for 15 in that final peculiar session. And Dhruv Jurel and Kumar Nitish Reddy will resume in the morning on day 4. England searching for wickets. India A will have an eye on potentially setting up a run chase for England in the final 3 sessions. Nicely played, nicely bowled by Woakes, but over pitched and worked nicely through mid-wicket for 4. Beckenham next week. It's a short arm jab into the leg side by Dhruv Jurel. Woakes there just overcorrecting following the half volley earlier in the over, and it's the second for Jurel moves to 20.
Soft hands. 2 slips were there. And Kumar already knew they were both there, and he just guided that one wide of second slip. Back of a length, opens the face, ready. He's going to run that down to the vacant area at third. Ben McKinney is going to chase it, but he's not going to get there.
And that one, in response, over-pitched, outside off stump, and beautifully driven through the covers.
Lovely shot there, ready. Again, no real foot movement. And Emilio Gay in the gully. Has he taken the outside edge? There he has. Dhruv Jurel has just tickled one behind to James. Lovely shot. Just over pitch slightly. Don't think it'll run all the way to the boundary.
Either Eddie Jack or Josh Tong, isn't it, at mid-wicket? Down the ground, finds the gap this time. Nicely played.
Cut. Too short. Put away by Shardul Thakur.
That one slog swept down to the boundary edge. And that's gone all the way. It's provided, won't there, from the Lions as the host side. Quick single taken. Shardul Thakur responds, and we're going to get some overthrows as well.
Oh, buzzers.
That's going to run down to the boundary edge, and it is going to cross it. Shardul Thakur doesn't look at that leg side boundary and goes straight back over the head of Farhan Ahmed. Dismissive. Shardul Thakur goes again, slightly straighter this time, but even further. Back-to-back sixes from Shardul Thakur. I said good players go twice here at the county grounds.
Oh, bowled him. That's a beauty from George Hill. Middle stump out the ground. Tish Kumar Reddy plays all around that one.
Advances down the ground, takes on Josh Tong, and Josh Tong will just watch it go over his head all the way for 6. So Tanush Kotian has had a look at Farhan Ahmed.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. That's a nice shot. I think he was looking to go a little bit further. Yeah, we'll give it to him. That's a nice shot. I think he was looking to go a little bit further.
At Cardiff the other week, they finished second, but they didn't make that final. That's expansive over the offside. All the way for 6, is it? No, just inside the boundary rope.
He's their manager, isn't he, at the moment?
Certainly, yes, I believe so. Cut away this time. Back-to-back boundaries for India A and Tanush Kotian.
He was trying to avoid him being able to do that. That's a nice shot from Anshul. That's gone up in the air. It's not in control of that at all, but it's gone over the fielders in close on the offside, and in fact it's raced away before. Back-to-back boundaries. Expensive over so far from George Hill. Those 4 wides to start with. Short cut away. I'm not sure the fielder out there is going to be able to cut it off. No, they're not. I think that's going to be the same result. Max Holden puts the dive in. You just get a bit of movement. Anshul Kamboj goes up and he goes over. Outside edge. Boundary.
There is that short ball.
To Noe as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of good seamers have overstepped here at from the David Capel ends, and it's flashed and carved over backward point for 4 innings. And again, flicked over Tom Haynes at second slip, who will stroll down to the boundary edge to retrieve that one.
In terms of this India A second innings, edged and wide of third slip. Emilio Gay has been at gully for a decent chunk of the day, but with the new ball, he's been moved to third slip, and naturally,
short ball hooked away, guided away by.
He's gone for a big hit down the ground. That's coming towards us.
Massive.
That is huge. That has come up on to the balcony. He's shaped to bowl a shorter ball. It's gone back onto the pitch. That is a big strike from Anshul. First ever in first-class cricket. A lovely little moment for him.
Yeah.
Not sure he'd have turned up at the ground today thinking that's my main aim, but he's got there nonetheless.
Yeah, good milestone. Good one to tick off.
McKinney on strike. He's going to open his account with a boundary. Ooh. What a catch that is. Speaking of attacking properly, Deshpande has attacked Tom Haynes and he's picked up the wicket. Rahul are diving away to his left.
That's a beauty. It's got the outside edge, has it? It has. Anshul Kamboj gets the wicket of Emilio Gay. He had to play at it. He didn't follow that either. Pondering. Flicked into the leg side. Aerially in front of square. I think it's going to win the race. Just skip over the boundary rope. It does. Ben McKinney picks up 4. Well, I've had, as you can imagine, between England Lions and India A, the match is drawn as the stumps are removed from the ground here.